Good evening, good evening. I bet I won't see ya. Let's have a look. See if I can see the chat. Oh, good evening. Nicola, Amy Man, Neil, let me know if you can see me, hear me. I bet you can't. I can't see me on. Are we on? Let me know in the comments. Anyone? Hello, hello. Oh, I am. I can see myself. I can see myself. Good evening. Tony's on. Tony's confirmed. Good evening from Leyland. Good evening, Greg. Good evening, Chris. Mrs. Travelon's on. Do you know what? I just need to be a little bit more patient with this, don't I? Because I was about to switch it off again and start throwing my dummy out the pram. I just need to be a little bit more patient. Bob, hello. Good evening. And all the spanners. Sandra, hello. Branny, Paul, William. Nicola said it's working. Well, there you go, Nicola. Can't be too bad. Let me just fiddle with this camera. That'll do. That'll do, won't it? That will do. So how are we all? Sorry about last week. I took an impromptu visit to Fuerteventura, as you know, but I did go live on TikTok last Thursday evening for a little walk around Caleta, if you've all caught up with that. And I hope you all enjoyed the video of me getting in the freezing cold water and nearly flashing my private parts to you in a dressing gown. That was fun, wasn't it? Part 2, if you want to watch part 2 of the Barcelo Fuerteventura Mar, well, you're going to have to watch part 1 again and go all the way to the end of the video, and it'll pop up at the end. I'm not making it live until maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I'll make it live. I think tomorrow, actually. I think it'll go on tomorrow, maybe. But if you watch part 1 again and just skip to the end, at the end of that, we'll now play part 2. That's how I'm going to do it. But thank you very much as well for those of you that joined the poll when I asked. I didn't know. Well, that video was 58 minutes long in total. I mean, it was a bloody long video about the hotel. I mean, it was the room, it was the snack bar, then I went to the spa, then I had dinner, then I had breakfast, then I showed you around the hotel. So it was 58 minutes, and I thought, that's too long a video. I mean, you guys all said you'd watch it. It's 58 minutes. I mean, I go from what I do. I can't watch more than 2 minutes. That's why I'm on TikTok rather than YouTube. But did I do the right thing? Let me know in the comments. Did I do the right thing doing 2 25-minute videos of the hotel rather than one 58-minute video? I think I did. And I think what I'll do is I'll break them up next time, post them sort of together so that it'll play part 1 and at the end it'll pop up part 2, but it won't actually be in the public domain, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't, but that's just me rambling. So let's have a look. If you've got any questions, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't go into my settings and see if I can get the spanners on here to be able to pin posts like they do on TikTok. I don't even know if it works on YouTube, but there you go. Let me get all chats up as well. Live chat. There you go. Big AD. The minute I press all chats, Big AD, you came up. You're the one that keeps telling me to do that, aren't you? Let's see if we got on. Evening, Jake. How are you? Anne. Neil's on. Good evening. Stestony's on. How are you? Let me just go back up. Massive fan of your videos. All we seem to do is watch you. And we're going to the Elba in July. Fantastic, Gary. You keep watching. You keep watching. I don't know why you all bloody watch me. I bore myself sometimes. I'll go in and see Mrs. Travelon while she's doing some work, and she's got me on the thing. I have to go in and press space, but I'm like, shut that idiot up, please. Driving me mad. You're live on Channel 4. Please don't say that. I'm not, so I'm not going to swear. So what's happened this week? Well, I spend hours editing videos, and I did the weather last week. Was it before I went to Fuerteventura? I did the weather last week. The weather's been terrible, by the way. It's been absolutely shocking. I don't know what's going on, but I did the weather with my tinfoil hat on, and I said something's not right with the weather, and it got 1.3 million views and a massive debate about, I can't even say the word in case I get banned, about weather manipulation and stuff like that. So I did a follow-up video to that, and that got taken down for violations, which to me screams volumes. That screams volumes. And I didn't even say anything bad in the video. I just literally said that, you know, there's lots of people discussing different things that about the weather, and it's not correct. Things are not right with the weather. It seems a bit weird, and it came up as violations. So I thought I was going to get TikTok banned. Hey Alan, how are you? Hello Rocky Earth guy, how are you, mate? I would pin. I can't pin on here. No, it doesn't let me. I'm in a special sort of software. I might be able to do it on here actually. Let's have a little look here. I like your. There you go. I can do it on my phone. I like your videos, Rocky Earth man, of Ibiza. I saw a couple of your Ibiza ones. Fantastic. So if you want to follow Rocky Earth guy, he does some really cool sort of travel videos. He's done the Barcelona Playa Blanca as well. He's got more footage in the Barcelona Playa Blanca than I have. So get over and follow him. And I wish I could bloody... I wish I could do that on this computer, but I can't. Evening, Ian. How are you? Buenas noches, Dave. Hi, Bushi. Oh, I'll tell you what, these... I can't see these comments. Let's have a little look. I might have to do this on my phone. Hello, Mr. T. I went to Costa de Geese based on your videos, so thanks, mate. Did you like Costa de Geese, Andy? I hope you did. I always go down there and do live, don't I? As I said, it's never one of my favourite places, Costa de Geese, but when I do the live, I actually quite like it. Let me just see if I can just move this. Let me move this out the bloody way. Hey. Right, let's have a look. What am I doing here? My inspiration, David's honest. Coraleco Solo Traveller, how are you? My inspiration, Dave, is honest. If I can replicate 1% of what you do, I'll be happy. Fantastic. Have you got a channel, Coraleco Solo Traveller? Are you only travelling in Coraleco? Let us know. I can't pin you on here because I'm all over the place. I do need to get a new software. This is meant to be the best software, by the way. You know, I always have the best and it never works. Hi, Dave. You ate your crisps yet? Andrea, how are you? No, it's a secret that I've got the crisps, so I'm not even going to mention it. But I've been and done a video with... I take it that is you, Andrea. With Andrea in the Los Socos. That's been edited as we speak. And she gave me a little present, but I ain't going to tell you what it was because I'm going to do a video on it. So I'm not spoiling it, Andrea. But yeah, I did sample one. A&T. Looking forward to the part 2 of the Barcelo. A&T, as I just said, I've actually uploaded part 2, but it won't be in the public domain. But if you watch part 1 again or just skip through to the end, when it comes up at the end and recommends the next video, that'll be part 2. So you can all get a little sneaky peek of part 2. Good evening, Alan. How are you? Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I don't know if these messages are just slow or I'm not getting them. Let me have a look here. No, it's looking... I might have to do there. Let's have a look. We've got Andy. I'm back with Sharon in Playa Blanca for a month, July and August. Shandy and Sharon and Andy. Ah, yeah, I think I remember you, Shandy. Didn't we do a video or were you on a live? And you said, did I interview? I think I interviewed you for something, didn't I? It was the protest video. I do remember you. Fantastic. Thank you, Nicola. Big AD. Coletta de Fuste area looks nice. Yeah, it was nice, Big AD, to be honest. Well, the one side of it is, I don't like the other side. I don't know if you've seen the live video where I ended and I come back down that street where I met the lady from Dublin and I went upstairs into like the 80s bar. That side of town I really don't like, apart from the restaurant Fado Rock. That's nice. But the other side I really like. But they are doing a lot of building work there. Very strange place, though. It's like little pockets of entertainment. It's not like Lanzarote where you've got everything in one place. The weather is hot there now. Yes, Sandra. Right. Let's just talk about the weather. Like I said, I got 1.3 million on a bloody weather video, which took me 3 seconds to... Well, it was a 60-second video. It took me just about 60 seconds to make. No editing, nothing. 1.3 million views. Absolute craziness. But the weather is not right. It's crazy. In the mornings, it's like super cloudy. And then in the afternoons, it clears up. But then it sort of clears up and doesn't clear up. And then come this time, I am absolutely roasting. I've got the air conditioning on, and this is 7 o'clock. So from like 5:30 till sort of 8, half 8, the sun is like it would be on an afternoon, and people are sunbathing, and everyone's out. It's gone a bit crazy. I don't know what's going on. Hello, Mr. T. I went to Costa de Gui. Oh, we've done that one. I'm behind here. Was there ever an update about Player, the Los Pasilios webcam? Yeah, it's... The guy that owns Long Beach owns that venue. And do you know, the people... I put it in there. I actually got him to put that in there. And the people that own the webcam were messaging me saying, can you go and sort it out? I'll try and message him again. God, that'll be a complicated conversation. I will try, but yeah, it was quite a good webcam. But I think he's closed the venue. He's not using it for anything, so the electrics are switched off. Therefore, the camera's switched off. Therefore, the internet's switched off. But maybe I can get him to move it to Long Beach. But I know you want that view. I'll have a look, see if there's anybody else down there. Lee Wormsley, get out cycling. Lee Wormsley, I've got an itchy head here. Stick your cycling. That's my mate Lee, the cyclist and painter. Painter and decorator by day and cyclist by night. I tell you what, we have a little bit of cycling banter, to me and Lee. I hope the weather's good for October. It probably will, Paul. I'll tell you what, the winter will probably be glorious. The summer's going to be absolute shite, but the winter is going to be absolutely fantastic. When you do a terrace talk in villas, do the people you meet ask the villa owner first? Not usually, bub, to be honest. Because I always do good videos anyway, don't I? So it would be different if I was going in there and going, oh, that looks crap, or that needs painting. Call on the cyclist and the painter to paint it. But no, they don't usually ask the owners. I don't know whether the owners would kick off. Don't know. They're usually very happy to get the publicity, and then I always put a link of where the person's booked it, or if it's the owner showing me around, I always put a link. So you should be all right if you're thinking of coming over. Billy, first time on the live, welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining. Going to Gran Canaria next week. Do we book excursions using TTK? Yeah, Tracy, Gran Canaria it's somewhere where we don't work as intensely as we do in Lanzarote and Fuerteventura. We have got Gran Canaria tours, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll just show you a few of them. The ones that I know of anyway. But I need to get over to Gran Canaria. So it'll be a case of killing two birds with one stone. I need to go over and I need to get all the latest excursions because we're a little bit behind. If you go into the tours section, like your Rocky Nublos and that, they're okay because we've got all the suppliers lined up for them. We know who they are. All the information's correct. The boat ones are a little bit hit and miss because they keep getting faults. So... yeah, we need to update the boat one. So I wouldn't book a boat with us unless you message first and drop me an email, dave@mrtravelon.com, or go onto the live chat and we'll see what we can find for you. But if it's a tour, you're rocking and rolling. And there ain't much else in Gran Canaria, attractions-wise. There's Poema del Mar, the aquarium. I can't tell you what that's like, but I'm dying to go and see that. In fact, that'll be the first thing I do. But if I go over to Gran Canaria, I'm going to have to bring Mrs. Travelon over at some point to see Poema del Mar because it looks amazing. I really want to see that. And that's the big aquarium that's owned by Laro Park, so that will be another reason to go over there. But it's on the list of things to do. I've got a massive list of things to do. Do you know what? For those of you that have emailed me to come and see your hotels, you're all emailing me at the same bloody week as well. It's an absolute nightmare. I'm going to try and get to see you. I went to see Andrea. I got to see Andrea in Costa de Gui and did Los Socos. I've got a guy called Rob that wants me to go and see another place in there. There's someone else that wants me to go and see the Mirador. I'm trying to sort of move things around. This week's going to be a bit of a nightmare. This week, if you're in Lanzarote, there is the wine run. I don't know if my mate Lee is still watching, but he's into all this triathlete nonsense. But he does the swim bike run. This is just running, but it's in the wine regions. You can't enter it because it's full, but it's a good old place to go and watch. Down in Uga, a little place called Uga, where I've done a live before, and I fed the goat. Down there will be like the finish line, so all these people are they're getting bussed up to the wine regions, and then they run around the wine and sip wine as they go. Don't get me started. I don't understand it myself, and you know I'm a miserable git. I just look at them and think, what are you doing? But you know, it's one of them things that people really enjoy doing, and it's quite a good atmosphere down there if you want to go down there. I might be live from there Sunday. I'm not sure. I might head down there. It depends. And then Mrs. Travelon's, and then my only friend from back home, the only person I've ever kept in touch with from back home, my old schoolmate, he's coming out on Saturday the 22nd, and only for the weekend until Tuesday. So I'm literally switching my phone off then, because I haven't seen him for so long and spent time with him. So we are going to go, I would say we're going to go out, but obviously I don't drink anymore, and it will be definitely advised not to start with him, because I think by the end, you know, if you arrive Saturday, by the end of Saturday night, I think Mrs. Travelon would have divorced me. So we're not going out. We're just going to go for a curry. Then we're going to go and go on a boat trip and do some stuff like that. We're going to have a chilled weekend. Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go anywhere that involves parties or anything with him, because we would be, we wouldn't be coming home. Arriving tomorrow and staying for 8 nights in Parque Tropical in PDC. Well, I hope it's nice, Matt. I've never been in there. I can't get in there. The guy on reception is, well, he's a nice guy, but he is like a doorman. He won't let anybody in there. He knows every person that's stopping in there. And if you walk in, he goes, "You're not stopping here. You're not allowed in." But I'll show you where it is, actually, if you want. Matt, I'm sure you know, but it's actually really, really well located. Parque Tropical. So, it's there, isn't it? So, Parque Tropical is right in the heart of Puerto del Carmen. It's here. Well, is it Parque Tropical 3? Or is it Parque Tropical... Because I'm thinking that's completely the wrong Parque Tropical, which I'm looking at there. Which one am I looking at? Parque Tropical. Parque Tropical. Oh, that's because I'm in Los Cristianos, you non. No, let's have a look. Parque Tropical Lanzarote. There you go. I'm taking you to bloody Tenerife there. We're jumping islands. There it is. I knew it was there somewhere. So, Parque Tropical is literally right here. It's up a bit of a hill. It's not a massive hill, though. It's not like Cardiac Hill. And it's right next to right near to Centro Atlantico. So, you'll come out of your hotel. Looks like it's quite big, actually, with a big pool there, look. And then you'll come down this road here. And this will lead you right out onto the main front. So when you get down here, you've got the Dos Mil supermarket here. And then if you turn left, you'll head sort of this way. And if you turn right, which is the main bit, you'll come along here, look. And you'll come along Centro Atlantico, Pinocchio's, and all the bars and restaurants. And then keep going. We'll take you sort of past Route 66 and everything there. So it's ideally located, I tell you, really, really well located. See if I can do my little magic thing with the man, because that usually takes me right down. There you go. Then there it is, look. So that's the hill that you have to climb. It's not too bad, to be honest, Matt. There's reception there. That's where I always try and sneak in. And it's so closed off, so it's really safe as well. And I'll just show you down the road, look. Literally, that's how close you are to the seafront. So you'll literally walk down that road. Boom. There's the Dos Mil supermarket. That's great for coffee and cake. You've seen me do the lives along this street many a time. There's a cyclist. Is it Lee Wormsley? I don't think so. And this is the main Avenida, look. So this is the main Puerto del Carmen strip, look. So you'll come along here, you've got Rocas Blancas, and then eventually you'll get to Centro Atlantico, main beach here. So perfectly located there, absolutely fantastic. So let me get to where I am. And where was I? Big AD said it keeps saying error when starting to type. Don't ask me, Big AD, ask YouTube. I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. It's YouTube. It's rubbish. I hate it. My comments are not showing. Linda Lou, they are. I can see them, look. I can see them. Coming to Lanzarote on Sunday for honeymoon. My wife never been abroad. It looks amazing. Fantastic. You'll love it. When you coming, Mandy? Sunday. Where are you stopping? The wife has never been abroad. Well, I'll tell you what. It'd be a great place to start in Lanzarote because it's quite a chill place, so it won't be too overwhelming, and hopefully the sun is going to be good. Thank you very much, Nicola. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I like it. Hi there, first time here. I just watched your new video and was wondering are Barcelona, Fuerteventura, Castillo and Mark connected? Shared facilities. Caitlin, do you know what? I'm not sure. I don't think they are. I'll be honest with you, I don't think they are, because the receptionist really sort of talked me through everything and give me that free upgrade to deluxe, which I told everybody about, so no haters on there. I got a free upgrade, but I did pay for the room. But she never said anything about using the Castillo. I would say probably not, as in you wouldn't be able to use the facilities. You might be able to bob in there and use the pool, but I wouldn't think like you'd be able to go to the restaurants and stuff like that. That'll be the next one on the list. I'm getting well in with Barcelo. I'm gonna try and blag a few more little things with Barcelo if I can, just so I can show you, of course, for no other reason than that. Channel wise, I mean, you know, I'm focusing now on YouTube. I can't go live on YouTube, guys. I know you want me to go on YouTube live, but I don't even know how many we've got on now, but I bet it's like about 100 to 200. I have to keep doing the lives on TikTok because I get thousands of people watching, and TikTok's one of them things that if I don't even need to plan the live. I can just switch on and it sort of just pushes it into people's faces. Whereas YouTube, it's one of them things where you will watch it if you sat in front of the telly, or you'll watch it if you're at home. But TikTok's got that scrolling sort of feel to it. But I'm always going to record the catch-ups on there. So it's the same thing. You're not going to miss anything. You're just not going to be able to comment live. So if you do want to comment live, unfortunately, you're going to have to join me on TikTok for that. But I'm done with TikTok. I'm absolutely done. My focus is YouTube now. I'm going to put all the videos on YouTube first. If you'll notice, if you do follow both, you'll see the YouTube videos at least a week before I've put them on TikTok. TikTok can go screw themselves. I'm just sick of flicking through and seeing these people on there that are making money. I mean, I can't make money because my account's in Spain, so there's no money motivation for me to be posting on TikTok as much anymore. But it's just the people that they're actually pushing and promoting. I mean, it seems to me if you've got tattoos all over your face and all over your neck, and you talk like this, and you give it all the old you know, this, that, and the other, you're a famous TikToker, and they'll push and push and push them videos. Very strange. And all the TikTok beggars and stuff. It just seems to be, I don't know, the lowest of the low seem to get the highest of the high. But I'm still going to post on TikTok, so don't get me wrong. Just returned from 8 nights at Livo Volcan. Livo Volcan. See, lots of people keep using that word Livo, and I think, what's Livo? It's the new name, isn't it, for the hotel? So Livo, he's got the Volcan, it's got the Morimar, there's another Livo. I think it's a tax thing with these hotels. They seem to change the names of the hotels quite frequently. The staff all stay the same, but the name seems to change. I reckon it's a tax evasion thing myself. Tried many of the restaurants around the marina. Fantastic food and wine. Brilliant, Debbie. I'm glad you enjoyed that. The Volcan's lovely, isn't it? It's 5-star as well. It's a beautiful hotel. I love going in there. I love the reception, the church. Go in there and confess my sins in there sometimes. Not that I've got any sins. I might have to look at there to see what's oh my god, Animan's on. Look, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna use the phone, I think, to do these messages. Let's have a look. Where did I get to? Oh no, we're actually quite ahead. What happened at Lani's? I'll answer that because I've just seen it. I've seen it. It's on here. Mrs. Travelon, when I finished the live last time, everyone was asking what happened with Lani's. What happened with Lani's? Well, I can't say too much because I promised them I wouldn't be horrible. But I put the video on, didn't I, of me being asked to leave when I was invited in to go and have a look out the window, and that horrible person was like, get out, after everything I've done for them and all the promotion. So I put it in the video, and then one of the guest relation managers who actually showed me round rang me up and was like, oh, I think you've been a little bit harsh, you know. I didn't think you needed to be so negative about it. And I said, well, after everything I've done for you, you know, why wouldn't I be? You know, I felt quite insulted that you asked me to leave, but yet you invited me in. I said, oh yeah, but the guy's not very happy. So I said, look, I'll trim the little bit of that video and I'll change the title. I said, but don't expect to see me ever again. And that's it. And I never will. Even if they offered me for a free stay. Well, actually, if they offered me a free stay, I'd go for one night, just to please Mrs. Travelon, of course, and to get the content for you. They'd have to offer me a free night, though. Or a free meal on the front, because that restaurant looks nice as well. So, yeah, I would sell my soul if they offered me something for free, let's just face it. Scotsman in Tenerife, do a quick video on that hotel. Did he? Which one, Larney's? Did he? Did he get in there? Oh, bloody took me ages to get in there. I think an Australian guy showed me around. My family coming at the end of June, praying the weather is nice. Hey, mate, listen. Just change the way you holiday. In the mornings, go on an excursion, book it with me, www.travelon.world, use the code TTK, get yourself a discount, do that during the day, come back at 4 or 5 o'clock and sunbathe until 8 or 9 and then go out for dinner. Your whole holidays now, because I think the world has changed. I think weather's changed in general. I think we're going to be like waking up in the night and going to sleep in the day sort of thing. Everything's backward. The world's gone mad, and the weather is changing. So, I mean, there's glorious sunshine out my window there, and it's 8 o'clock at night. There's beams of light coming through there. It's been dark and gloomy all day till about 5 o'clock. So just do that. Book your excursions in the day, go and do stuff, and then come back and sunbathe from 5 till 8. You'll be rocking and rolling. You won't even know the difference. My family coming at the end of June. Oh, yeah, I've just done that one, haven't I, Amy? Let's have a look. Where am I on here? Do you miss Tenerife right now? I'm not in Tenerife. Or do I miss Tenerife as in because I'm back home in Lanzarote? I like Tenerife. I think that's your question. Or you might be speaking to somebody else. I'm not sure. Alan said, Billy tried to post a link for you. Did he? Did it work? I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you very much. I think Animan's just done that. You need to check out Barcelo. You need to check out Barcelo Teguise. It's an amazing place. I've stayed there during COVID. Barcelo Tenerife. Yes. I need to go over and do loads in Tenerife. In fact, who got in touch? With some hotels in Tenerife. I think it was a H10. And said there's something new in one of the hotels. Do I want to come and have a look at it? I think it was a new restaurant in one of the Tenerife hotels. Do I want to come and have a look? So if I can get over there, I'm going to go over. Grey, wet and miserable where Nicola is, she says. Let's have a look. Mark at Habla Bermudas has taken what? Taken over the spare space next to reception and opened as a cocktail bar. Really? There you go. Expanding at the Habla Bermudas. Fantastic. Let me just close that chat a minute. Okay. Let's see if I can get that chat back up. Let's have a look. Thank you. So, yeah. I think we're up to date on the comments, which is not many on there, is there? Best bars in Playa Blanca for the Euros. Well, John, I ain't a football fan. I don't mind watching the big games, but I'll leave it till the end and see if England's anywhere near where we are. Because I did watch the one last time, and that was a disaster. In fact, I'm watching a thing on Netflix at the moment. If you go on Netflix, there's a thing all about the Euros with Italy and England and Wembley when it all kicked off, and it's a big backstory to it. It's quite interesting. Watching all the football hooligans down there all going mad. So that's on Netflix. I'm watching that at the moment, which is coincidental. So best place in Playa Blanca to watch the football, probably I'd say down by Bikers Bar and the one next door, which I forget the name of, the Harp. And then maybe the Old Mill, they have sports on. Popeyes, they'll always have the sports on. So you've got like 3 sections. Down by the harbour, you'll have Popeyes, Irish Anvil around there. Popeyes will probably be the best down there for sports because it's a massive sports bar. Then a little bit further up, sort of main town, you're talking that one that I just said, and I can't bloody remember the name. The one where I had breakfast. The Old Mill, and then if you keep walking up towards Playa Dorada, then you'll have Bikers Bar and the Harp. Right up the other end in the Colorado Mar Centre, so up by Papagayo Sandos Papagayo and Gran Tagora. There's a place called Pablo's or Paulo's. That'll be the best place in there. I would have thought in Playa Blanca anyway. Yeah, it looks like YouTube's playing up for posting, Alan. I can see that. YouTube is a bag of... Yes, I can't stand it. That's why I don't like going live on YouTube, because there's always issues. I know you can't obviously support your business, but would you ever expand and talk about moving to Lanzarote and having kids there? Caitlin, I didn't move here. For those of you that are new to the channel, I didn't move here. I sort of just ended up here. Me and Mrs. Travelon worked for the tour operators, and it wasn't like we sort of had a life in the UK and just up sticks and brought kids over and stuff like that. So I can't really talk about it because I've not done it. I just sort of moved abroad and started working abroad in 2002, 2003, and we just sort of ended up in the Canary Islands and Lanzarote, and then just decided never to go home. Having kids here, well, I could talk about that. It's the same as having kids anywhere else. A pain in the arse. But yeah, I didn't move here, so it's quite a difficult one for me to do. But I'm trying. If I ever meet people that have got interesting backstories about moving abroad, I always do I try and do a little video with them. Having kids here is okay. You can either go private or you can go to the normal hospital. Mrs. Travelon went to the normal hospital. She screamed the place down with Jack, and then with Alfie she had an epidural. She was laughing. It was nobody. It was easy. Jack was a nightmare. No drugs, no nothing. She nearly screamed Arrecife General Hospital down. And then kids growing up here, I mean, it's one of the best places for them to grow up. It's a little bit boring, but I'm happy with that. I'd rather it be boring than be exciting and they're out there sniffing glue. You know, it's really a really safe place for them to go out. Jack's out somewhere today. He's like, I'll be back about 10. He's sort of now started getting into a little bit of the sort of party scene. I've said this before, they go to these little places called verbenas, and that's where all the it's basically it's underage drinking on a high scale. The police are there, and they do try and control it, but they know what's going on. But he behaves himself up there. But that's a little bit. They just drink too much. That's their problem. But that's like it's like a teenage disco. It's nothing different to what we used to do down the park with a bottle of 2020 and a bottle of Thunderbirds, you know. It's just a lot safer. And the police are there, loads of police, so I'm quite happy for him to go there. So yeah, apart from that, growing up with kids, if they're born here, they'll speak fluent Spanish because they'll go to Spanish nursery, unless you put them in the English school. A lot of English people have kids here, will put them in the English school. That's private. I'm tight. I refuse to pay for it. So they went straight into Spanish nursery and straight into Spanish school. And, well, you know my views on school. What they're teaching kids now is of no benefit to anybody's future. What they taught us was no benefit to our future, was it? Unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. So, yeah, there you go. The education system's not too bad as well. It's all right. Hi everyone, looks like issues with commenting. Yes, there are definitely issues with commenting because I'm not seeing any bloody comments. Stopping at Plus Farioni Suites, it looks nice. Oh, Mandy, looks nice. Looks nice. It's absolutely beautiful, the Plus Farioni Suites. I wonder if Google Maps has updated on that. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look. Farionis. Plus Farioni Suites. Plus Farionis Suites Hotel. Let's have a little look here. So, it's this one here. So the Farionis, let me tell you about the Farionis. Farionis is a real Lanzarote hotel brand. So it's not like your Barcelos and your H10. I don't think it is anyway. I don't think there's like a Farionis in Jamaica and a Farionis in Benidorm and this, that and the other. Farionis is a proper Canarian company, I believe. I may be wrong because you know me, I get things wrong and I'm not like a historian buffing, although somebody did moan on one of my Irish videos that I'm arrogant and need to learn my history. I'm not a historian. I'm just walking around Dublin showing people what I see. If you want to watch a historian, go and watch the Discovery Channel, you clown. But there you go, little rant already. But yeah, so the Plus Farioni, it's owned by the same people that own the Princess Yaiza, and they've got a lovely finca farm there down there, absolutely wedged. And this is the Plus ferry only, so it's literally just been done up. So this is the outside area here, which runs literally parallel to the beach. There's a little walkway they've built now. If you have a look on some of my lives that I've done in Puerto del Carmen, I've actually been past there, but it's beautiful. So you can walk down there. On the opposite side here, you've got some bars and restaurants, and then you've got the big, plush, posh 5-star ferry only here. That place is like another world. When you're walking through here and the pools, it's like being in a tropical rainforest. You can walk in and have a little nose around as well. They don't tend to mind. It's like the Princess Isa. What a hotel that is. And then the Plus Farionis is this one here. So it's gorgeous. I've done a video. I'd like to do another video and see another room, to be honest. So if you want to invite me down, I will gladly come down and have a little look. Because I got there sort of just when it had opened. So there you go. There's the don't worry, it doesn't look like this. The Google Maps look. The Google Maps. So when you arrive, you're gonna have all these bricks just lying there. So I hope you have a great holiday, because this is what it looks like. No, it's all finished now. So this Google Maps is a little bit old, isn't it? A little bit old and outdated, but you'll have a fantastic time there. You'll have a fantastic time for sure. Is the Earth still flat? 110%, Bob. It's definitely flat. Something's going on with the weather. Definitely. My conspiracy hat is twitching every day. And based on the fact that when I discussed something is going on with the weather, TikTok come up with a big red line, violation, community violation. That to me screams volumes. That means I'm right. Phil. Hi Dave, me and Tracy are staying at the Royal Marina Suites in Puerto Calero in September. Happy days, Phil. How are you, mate? I hope you're good. You're always stopping in nice places, you two, ain't you? Phil and Tracy were the ones stopping in the Cala Suites, and I did the video there. So they're stopping in Puerto Calero room tour. We enjoyed Lava Beach last week, then finished off at... And then it's gone, Phil. And then it's gone. You ran out of space. Fantastic. I hope you had a great time. Brilliant. Oh, you went to Lava Beach as well. Yeah, you sent me that picture of the. So Phil sent me a picture of in the Lava Suites. They've got a bidet. Who uses a bidet? Nobody. But in the Lava Suites, you get a remote control and everything, and it like zooms out, zooms in, sprays you around, and zooms out again. Says the best thing he's ever used. I'm going there just to have a little go. So let's have a look. Definitely some problems with commenting tonight, isn't there? Because there's not many on there. I would like to say Playa Blanca or Puerto del Carmen is better for couples in mid-20s. Would you say Playa Blanca or Puerto del Carmen is better for couples in mid-20s? Puerto del Carmen, definitely, Tracy. Is that Tracy? No, Tara. Definitely Tara. Definitely Puerto del Carmen is a younger vibe. There's definitely more to do there. There's more like bars, restaurants, sort of not clubs, but clubs. Sort of clubs. So definitely get down there. Definitely get down there. Oh, there you go, Phil. I can see the rest of your message now. It says you're holidaying at the Cala Suites at the end. Brilliant. So yeah, definitely mid-20s. Get yourself to Puerto del Carmen. Playa Blanca's lovely. If you want to chill out. Playa Blanca's a lot prettier. I think a lot more modern. But then again, you've got your Long Beach and your sort of... Yeah, go to Puerto del Carmen. You'll enjoy it. If you want big posh hotels, though, Playa Blanca's the one for you. Depends what you want. If you want to sort of get out and about, go to some cool bars, restaurants and things like that, go Puerto del Carmen. If you want that sort of plush hotel feel, come down Playa Blanca, because there's bigger and better hotels, to be honest. Unless you go to the Farionis, which is Wonga Wonga. And if you're in your 20s and can afford that, well, you're doing something right. The jet stream is far too low. It's causing the wind to come down from the Arctic. And there you go. Alan knows his stuff. I knew you'd know something about this, Alan. So the jet stream is far too low, and it's causing the wind to come down from the Arctic and Greenland. Well, there you can we sort this jet stream out, Alan? Has somebody tampered with it? Somebody's tampered with the jet stream. That's what I reckon, Alan. Somebody's fiddled with it somewhere, and that's why it's doing that. Something's not right. The weather's just gone crazy. Hi from Stuart Allen, photographer and drone pilot from rainy UK. 11 degrees in Bognor Regis, raining all weekend. No summer heat wave yet. Well, yeah, they said that there was going to be a massive heat wave in the UK. I bet it will, because what they'll do is they'll switch the sun on, won't they? They'll switch the heat wave on, because that's what they do. You watch, all these festivals will start coming, and they'll go, yeah, these lot are having far too much fun. Switch the rain on, will you? And Jeff will go, yeah, hang on, let me just switch the rain on over Glastonbury. pissed down with rain. Everyone will go home. Boom. Switch it back off now. Come on, we'll put the sun back on. That's exactly what they're up to, Alan. I'm telling you that now. They're fiddling with them jet streams. Thank you for sharing. I'm from New Zealand. Wow, but live in Germany. A long-time viewer, but first-time live watcher. Thank you very much, Caitlin. Lovely to have you on board. Usually, I get a lot more comments, but there is an issue today. Let's have a look. Have you ever reviewed Jardines del Sol? Jardines del Sol. No, but I am going to Jardines del Sol soon because they've updated the restaurant. And if you remember, I went to the restaurant at the Club del Carmen for dinner there once. This was in the early days. And I did a video in there. And the guy that owns it was really, really happy that I did a video. And Bailey Bar, and he said, would you do, when I'm updating the new restaurant, would you do a video in there? I said, yeah. So I'm going to Jardines del Sol. So what I'll do is I'll do the video there, and while I'm there, I'll do a video around Jardines del Sol. And Drains are us limited. How are you? Good evening. How's the drains? I hope they're well. Get a good job here doing the drains. They're always blocking down here. Get yourself out here. There's a couple of guys that do drains here. There was one called Nobby the Drain Man. He's the absolute legend. And now there's another company that have come in that have got all the mod cons of drains. Oh, why are we talking about drains? God, the stuff we talk about here. They're called the Leaky Finders, and then their advert is like the Peaky Blinders, but they're called the Leaky Finders. They're actually called Canary Detect, but the advert is "We are the Leaky Finders." I thought that was quite a good advert. Do you know your plan for the Sunday walk along live yet? Or do you just wake up and go? John, I usually just wake up and decide, or decide the day before. Now, where did I go last week? Last week I went Costa de Geese, so it definitely won't be there. It will either be Matagorda, or I'll go down to Uga and do that wine run. But I think I'm going to be too early for the wine run, because I think the runners will be off running and whining, because they're all women. So, I mean, let's face it, it's just going to be whining, and running. Them three things. Loads of women up there. So, I might go there. But I think Matagorda airport sort of way, I reckon. See, Alan's trying to explain to us about the jet streams, and YouTube are not letting him post. This is why, Alan. This is why. YouTube has picked up on the fact that I mentioned the weather, and they've sort of said, quick, he's talking about the weather. Block the comments for a bit in case anybody has a conversation that their weather is different to the weather usually, and we all come together and go, now we know something's going on. There you go, Alan. See? Why do you think the comments ain't working tonight? And this video will get no views either, I bet you. You need to do a top things to do video. They get thousands of views. Do you reckon, Bob? I don't know. They do get thousands of views. But it really depends on how you word them. Because one of the big search terms is top things to do in Lanzarote, for example. I've got, in fact, but the main video that I've got is called top 10 things to do in Lanzarote. It has got a lot of views. It's the main video on the channel that like covers everything. Have you reviewed a room at Timofey Palace? Staying there for 2 weeks next Thursday. I haven't, Martin. Do you want me to come down? Playa Blanca hotels are easy for me to do because it's literally over the road from my house. So I'm more than happy. It's when people say, I'm in Costa de Geese for a week. Do you want to come up? I'm like, driving to Costa de Geese is like getting a train to London for me. But yeah, drop me a message, Martin, if you want to show me the Timofey Palace. I've got to be careful with H10 because they do let me go in the hotels and have a look around. I don't think they'll care, to be honest. I think they'll be fine about it. But they do tend to sort of message me and say, right, do you want to come and do this hotel? They don't give me freebies or free stays or anything. But they do say, look, the manager will show you a room or this. But yeah, drop me a message, Martin. If I can do it, I'll do it for sure. But yeah, these messages are crap tonight, aren't they? YouTube, sort your life out. Oh, now they're all coming through on here, look. Yeah, I've got them all on my phone here. DJ Travels, do I fancy a fall challenge at Namaste? Coming over next week. If I'm here, DJ, maybe. I can't do Namaste because I've already done a video there and I've got to do his Italian one. But I might do a fall. I don't know if I could handle it. Message me when you're here. We'll go droning. What's the best hotel memories? Well, we are. Nicola's asking questions. Yeah, look, I've got loads of questions here. Where do we get to? Harding Del Sol, top 10. Have you reviewed the Team and Fire? No, we've already done that one. Dave, what's your best hotel memories and what's the worst? Hotel memories? Don't know, Nicola. What do you mean? As in the videos that I've done? I haven't really got... I'll give you my... I can't even give you my best holiday memories because I was a boozer then, wasn't I? So I don't remember any of them. I have no memory of anything holiday-wise. I have a few memories of being a wreck, but most of it was drunkenness. I booked the Isla El Mar in PDC, but a bit worried about the size of the pool. Isla El Mar, is the beach nice to swim nearby, or should I move hotels? Tara, I've been in the Isla El Mar. It's proper posh, but it is a small pool. I will give you that. It's a small pool. Is there only one? Is there only one? Let's have a look. You might be able to see from an aerial view if there is only one. Isla El Mar. Let's just get you on here. So it's a boutique hotel. It's proper posh. And there it is, look. And you come in through reception here. And yeah, that is the pool. It's small, isn't it? It is small. And there seems to be only one as well. Is that a pool over there? Could be a little one there. I wonder if there's pools like off some of the rooms as well. But yeah, the pool is small. The beach, why? I mean, it's a beautiful hotel. The beach is beautiful. I mean, you're a stone's throw away, really, or not too far of a walk down this area here to Playa Chica. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Puerto del Carmen. So you're not far off from there. Look, it's only about I'd say down. You could go the shortcut down here. Probably take about 10 minutes to get down to this beach, and that beach is beautiful. So I think you'll be all right, to be honest. I don't think you need to cancel or choose anywhere else because the hotel's beautiful. It's a lovely hotel. Let's see if these messages are coming through here, or I have to look on my phone. Please do Matagorda on Sunday. I'll try. Oh, Ruthie's on. Hello, Ruthie. How are you? Can you say hello to my wife, Tina? She's a mega fan. Hello, Tina. How are you? Mega fan from Andrew Daniel. I hope you're having a fantastic evening and watching. And thank you for being a mega fan. I've got to tell you a story about a mega fan. Okay, it sounds weird, this, doesn't it? Mega fans. Who the bloody hell am I? But we had to go today. Oh, let me put the phone down. We had to go this week because we've got basically our mortgage has gone sky high because we're on the interest rate mortgage, and the interest rate's sky high, so our mortgage is there. So anyway, long story short, I spoke to the bank manager, so you need to sort this out, and he said, okay, we'll change you to a fixed rate for 2 years, it'll save you this much money. I said, yeah, we'll do that, but it's not as easy as that here. It's not like England where you could probably do that over the phone. Here you have to go to something called a notary. So it's took me about a month and a half to get this organised. And a notary is basically, so what they do is you have to make an appointment. You have to pay for it as well. It's about 100 quid. Robbing kids. And they say, right, the bank has told me that you're having a new mortgage. So you have to come to the notary. We'll sit you down and we'll explain it to you. And then you have to agree to it and then sign it. Then you have to come back, sign it with the manager of the bank to change my bloody mortgage. That's how crazy it is. So anyway, it's been all week, this says. We've been there twice and done that. And it's so funny sitting in the notary because they always say, do you need a translator or do you speak Spanish? And you just say, yeah, I speak Spanish. I understand everything. Now, I speak enough Spanish to get by, but I don't understand anything when they speak. And we went into this notary, this lady, honestly, I've never heard anybody speak so fast in all my life. I reckon she did it on purpose because she knew that we couldn't understand a word she was saying. And it was the same when we bought the house. When we bought the house, we had to go to the notary as well. And honestly, if you're an expat living abroad or you're English and you're living in Spain, you literally sit there, you go, see. No, see. I didn't understand a bloody word she said. She could have been saying, listen, if you sign this, we're going to take your house, take your kids and lock you up. I'm like, yeah, no problem at all. Just give me a piece of paper so I can sign it and get out of here. So anyway, on the way out, I was walking down moaning about how pathetic this notary was. And I heard this beeping, beep, 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 beep. And I said to Mrs. Travelon in my perfect Spanish, what the hell is that? And I looked and this woman was like beeping and waving. I was like, who's this? What the bloody hell's going on? And she wound down the window. She went, can I have a selfie? She had a queue of traffic round her. The whole of the road in Playa Blanca. There was about 5 cars beeping their horns. She reversed out. I was like, don't hit that car. She literally reversed out. She like, pulled into the disabled bit, got out the car, and we had a good old chat and a selfie with me, Mrs. Travelon. Then some other bloke come up. It's so funny. It is so funny. But she was a lovely lady from Ireland, of course. From Ireland. But there you go. So if Tina and Andrew, if you come to Lanzarote, you can flag me down in a car and jump out. But she was so nice. And I left a message for her husband as well. Ian and I got sunburnt today walking along the seafront in Costa de Guise. Fantastic, Andrea. Fantastic. Told you the weather would be all right. I hope you're enjoying the Los Socos over there. But yeah, that video, I said that I'd be posting the Los Socos video Friday. I won't. It'll probably be Monday, Tuesday now. I've got to edit it still, but it's going to be a good video, so don't worry about that. We've just booked our first family holiday for next May, staying in HL Paradise Island on your recommendation. Oh, there you go. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't recommend anything. I just show people stuff. Don't ever say I've recommended anything, because if you have a crap holiday, you'll be blaming me, won't you? I'll just show it you. I'll just go and show it you. And if you remember, I showed it you with Jack. Jack and his dad showed us around Paradise Island. But like HL, yeah, that's HL Paradise, isn't it? Playa Blanca seems to be the best for 12 and 17-year-olds. Yeah, Playa Blanca's great. Paradise Island, I'll show it you on here. It's got its own little water park at the back. So it's not far out from town, but well, if you're lazy, it is. So when I do my walks, you see, when I always do my walks, let's face it, I do it from the front down here, don't I? So Paradise Island on a map looks like it's miles away, doesn't it? But it's not. To get from here down the road to the front, probably a 20-minute walk, but they do put a bus on. And this is the Paradise Island. It's massive. So your entrance is here. You've got all this top area here, which has got like sunbeds and stuff and big sort of beds. And they do like entertainment and things there. There's a little gym here as well, a little arcade. And then down the steps, just under this circle, is the restaurant. So that's where you'll be having all your food. The food looks actually quite nice there. And then these are the main pools. So this is the big pool. It is one of them places where people are going to reserve some beds in peak season for sure. But they do sort of manage it. And it's a busy old place. But for a 12 and 17-year-old, I mean, they don't really want a chilled out place, do they? So it's definitely a family hotel. And then at the back of it, there's another little place here, look. Look, it's massive. And then at the back of it, you've got this whole water park, look here. And they've just done that up as well. So they've got a whole water park here. It's called the Dino Park. Do you know what? I've never been in there. And somebody said it's open to the public, but I don't know if it is. Because if it is, they don't advertise it very well. But it looks nice, actually. I might have to try and get in there and have a little bash, you know what I mean? But it is lovely. It's lovely. And then Paradise Island, look. It's like on a road. It's up a hill a bit. There's the entrance. Look, you've got a great supermarket there as well. They do some really cool drinks in there. I know it sounds weird, but they do like all these weird, funky drinks. And then look, you've got you'll just come out of here, and if you're heading down to the beach, look, you can see Fuerteventura, and you'll literally walk down this road, down to the bottom there. And if you cross over and keep going, you'll end up down by the harbour area. As I said, 15-20 minute walk, or they do a bus. So there is a bus that takes you down there. So I think you'll have a great time there. You should enjoy that anyway. It's a really nice hotel. I've just showed you that and I haven't even bloody clicked the button, have I? I'm bloody explaining it to you. I'm going mad. I'm going absolutely bloody mad. Anyway, there it is. There it is. Let me zoom out. I'm going to show you that again. Look, what I've just tried to show you before. Bloody hell, I'm going crazy. Anyway, there it is. Look, and as I was saying, that's the hotel. That's the restaurant. There's the pool, and there's the water park. But it's a nice old place. You'll like that. I hate YouTube. Right, let me get back on here. What's going on with that scene too? There you go. There you go. Let me get back on there. Dave, we can't see. Thanks, Ada. Bloody hell. I hate YouTube. I hate it. Can't see the map. Well, I just showed it you. Say happy birthday to Jan. It's tomorrow. See you soon. Happy birthday, Jan, from Andy. Have a great day. Everyone else can't see the map. Can't see the map. Can't see the map. Big 80 said it's crap in Birmingham. Well, yeah, we know that. We know that. Still nightmare queues at Birmingham Airport security. Is that? I don't know. I've seen a few videos showing that there's queues, and then a few videos saying that there isn't. So I think it's just at different times of the day. Can't wait to come over in August. Jack's coming over in August the 13th for 12 nights. Brilliant. Please do Matagorda and Floresta on Sunday. Big 80, I think I probably will be Matagorda if I'm honest with you. Mrs. Travelon says, feels like screaming upstairs. No map. Look, Mrs. Travelon, I know there's no map. We've established that. Is Danny Looker on? Danny Looker, look. Is the nightlife still good as it was in the late 90s? No, Danny Looker, because the DJs are absolutely awful now. Big hello to Danny Looker, look. Mr. Danny Looker. He's on Power FM in the mornings. He does the breakfast show. And he used to do all the naughty DJing in when it was good. When it was good. Now the youth are so boring, they don't do anything, do they? But when the youth were youth, and we used to have bar crawls in Lanzarote, and there was Paradise Bar, and then there was Waikiki Bar, and Central Atlantico was really cool, and it was a really nice vibe, lots of different people. Danny was the DJ there, and then he became a radio DJ, and now he's on Power on FM, 99.2 and 92.2 FM if you're in Lanzarote, or you can get it online, on Get Me Radio, I think it's called. Danny, if you can comment where they can get the radio. And you can listen to Lanzarote Radio. You listen to Danny Looker in the mornings doing the breakfast show. And if you do hire a car, tune in to Power on FM. Why is it called Power on FM? Because it's travel on, power on. It's all part of the same thing. It's all part of the same thing, so get on there. Hi, Dave. Evening. We're at Universo in PDC celebrating Colin's birthday today. Meal is tip top. Happy birthday, Colin. Happy birthday, Colin, in Universo. It's a nice place, that. Very old, established Canarian restaurant. I should hope it's good because they've been there for years. I mean, they must know what they're doing. They've literally been there so long. And there's Colin saying he's in universities in Universo. Happy birthday, Colin. It is your birthday, isn't it? Yeah, celebrating Colin's birthday. Have a good one in Universal. Say hello to them and tell them to get in touch and see if they want me to come and do a video there. Evening, Mr. Travelon. We came back months ago from Lanzarote. Bit grey, but a lovely break. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jimbo. Crazy. Big 80 says, yes, crazy at Birmingham Airport. The boss has been on the news about it, has he? No escalators as they took them out. Yeah, you have to get in lifts. 3 lifts. I've done a full video on it. But it was fine when we went. It was fine. There wasn't no problems at all. Let's have a look. Matagorda is lovely. Stayed at Lava Beach. Great hotel. I've done a video there. Coming over to PDC in July. When is the Serenity Bar open? The Serenity Bar is open. And is it easy to get in? Yeah. Just walk in. Kevin, walk upstairs. Or you can take the lift. Really easy to get in Serenity Bar, and it's open, it's rooftop, so you'll be all right if that's the one you're talking about. Coming over to PDC in July. When is the... Oh, you've already done that one. When you were with us, you asked about TV. There's no English channels, all in Spanish. Los Socos, no English channels. How dare they? Do you know what? In that Barcelona Mar as well, there was no English channels. But little top tip for you: if you go into a hotel and there's no English channels, if you put the channel on, you have to mess around with the menu on the thing. If you press menu, you'll see something. One of the buttons you'll press will come up, and it will either say VO, which means version original, or it will say language, and then you can click English. And then whatever's on, if it's like I don't know, Discovery Channel, for example, or Boing or Disney Channel, it's basically English, and they've overdubbed it with Spanish, so it's called version original. So if there's anything on there that's in English, if you press that, it will be in English, it won't be in Spanish. So there you go, little top tip for you. Want to sneak another trip out to Lanzarote? Any recommendations for Costa de Geese, Jimbo? I have no idea. Just keep watching, and I'll do as many hotels as I can possibly do. What resort are you in? Well, I think that's not a question for me, Billy. Can you do a video on all the hotels where you can reserve chairs? Because I will stay at all of them. Is there any hotels where you can reserve chairs? I don't think there is, Caitlin. I don't think that exists. Maybe it does. Maybe it's a new thing. It's changed since your video, Birmingham Airport. Now very bad. Well, I suppose it's getting to peak season though, isn't it, Big AD? Oh well, I got 1 million views off it, so I'm happy. and I got a few. I got a lot out of them videos, to be honest. We're staying at Beatrice Player and Spa in PDC. We really like the food. Great staff and lovely. Thank you, Jacqueline, because a lot of people ask me about the Beatrice Spa and the food. I might be heading up to the Beatrice Spa, actually, when my mate comes over, because he said he wants to go to a spa, and they've got a lovely spa up there, haven't they? But the Beatrice Player, a lot of people ask. It's quite an old-fashioned hotel, isn't it? And it's quite far out, as in it's like right up the top. And a lot of people have sort of said about the food and stuff, so it's good to hear from a first hand that Jacqueline says it's good. Scotsman in Tenerife, how are you, Scotsman in Tenerife? Where are you? Apparently, the messages on this bloody stupid YouTube. You know, I had that problem going live on YouTube and the phone kept switching. Well, Scotsman in Tenerife, Kevin, messaged me the other day and said he's got exactly the same issue. So it's not just me going mad. There's an issue with YouTube where it switches the phones like that. So he's going to try and sort it out. And then let me know how to do it, and maybe I can go for a walk around or do something like that. For now, you got me on here not talking about maps and not showing you, but there you go. So I think Scotsman's in Magaluf. I may be wrong, Mallorca. I don't know where he is. Let's have a look. Where are you, Scotsman? Let me know. I can't even pin this because the messages are all gone mad. Even Alan can't message. Look, Alan said you're in Munich. Can you do a shout out to my two sons, Jack and Ruben? Hello, Jack and Ruben. Another Jack. I've got a Jack as well. Jack and Ruben. Sorry. I hope you have a great evening if you're watching. And that's from Jack. All the Jacks. Your house is full of Jacks, isn't it? You poor things. Jack's out. My Jack's out at the moment. So with Scotsman off to Dusseldorf Sunday, then Cologne for the game. I tell you what, he gets around, doesn't he? He gets around. If you're not following Scotsman in Tenerife, I could pin him, but you probably bloody follow him anyway. I can do it on the phone. Look, I can pin him there. Make sure to follow him. I don't know why I'm pushing his channel because he's got like 70,000 followers. He needs to be pushing these people my way. But honestly, he does some quality videos. But he goes everywhere. That's what Kev does full time. Do I want to do it full time? Do you know what? I don't think I do, because he's everywhere all the time, and I don't think I could deal with this. I couldn't do the travelling. I went and did that Fuerteventura for 1 day. I did 1 day all inclusive. I came back and slept for 2. I was absolutely knackered, and then I've had to bloody edit everything to there. So it's took me a week to do 1 day. Mind you, in saying that, good old Kevin, you don't edit things, do you? He's raw footage. That's what Kev does. So he literally will go out, film what he sees, and get it straight up there. And he'll put loads of videos on as well. So if you go into places like Portugal or wherever he goes, it's really good to see a proper walk around. There's idiot me editing things, using drones, bloody using 3 different cameras. I'm such a knob. He keeps telling me, he said, just go out and do 8-minute videos, you'll be fine. I can't. I got OCD, Kev. I got OCD. Evening, Kevin. Flying out from Glasgow to Lanzarote on Saturday. Brilliant. Jamie, have a good time. Thank you very much, Neil. Book Excursions, Travelon.world. Use the discount code TTK. That's what you need to do. That is what you need to do. We've got an all-new website design coming on 1st of July. They told me today it's going to be ready, so that the whole website will be designed differently. And the app, I know I keep banging on about the app. I'll give you a little bit of inside information on the app. At the moment, when you book an excursion with us, you can when you book an excursion with us, you get your email, you can download the app and your ticket will be on there. Now, the next step to the app is going to be all the bars and restaurants. So that is going to be ready 1st of July. I'm not probably going to launch it till about August time. But I'm going to get all bars and restaurants that I know to come on the app, and they will give you a discount in their bar or restaurant if you show the Travelon app. So I've got it on here. I mean, you can download it now. Is it worth downloading now? You may as well download it if you want it. It's travelon.world. That's the app. So at the moment, look, you can book all your excursions on there. And if you book a ticket, look, it says, oh no, you have no excursions. Book one now. But if you book a ticket, your ticket will be there. So in this area here, somewhere on that screen, will be bars and restaurants. And you'll click that and it'll say, right, what do you want? And you'll say, right, I want Chinese tonight. And you'll press Chinese and it'll show you all the Chinese restaurants that are near you. And then it'll say, this one will give you a 10% discount if you show that you've got the Travelon World app. Boom. That is coming in August. I can tell you now because people ain't got time to rip me off, have they? But that's coming in August, I think. Fingers crossed. But that'll be able to save you some money. That, you know what I'm all about? I'm all about saving money because I'm tight as hell, aren't I? So if I can save you lots of money, I always think the way I would do things, if I was going out eating and drinking, which I wouldn't be anyway because I'm too tight, but if I was and I had to, Mrs. Travelon said we're going out regardless, I'd be like, let me have a look, see where I'm going and see what discounts I can get. And if I found somewhere that said 10% discount, I would bloody go there. Dave should set up a Discord. Don't know what a Discord is, Daniel. Somebody else said that. I don't like the sound of it. And I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of subscription thing. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I just don't know. It pains me to pay €5. I've downgraded my Netflix from €12 to €5 because I'm happy to watch ads. I don't even like subscribing to Netflix because it's a load of crap. I'd feel too obliged to do something with a subscription like Discord. Do you have to do things? I don't even know how it works. You can do subscriptions on this YouTube, can't you? So I know where Walk with Tim, he has a 3-tier subscription. And if you've got subscription, I don't know how it works, but when you comment, you get a special badge or something. And then he has another one where you can see the videos before he's even posted them. I've got enough to bloody worry about than posting videos early for people that have subscribed and stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to cope. And then there's another one. I don't know what his other tier. So I don't know. Keep your money. Book an excursion with me. That's all I ask. If you're coming away, and we do sell excursions in that area, and hopefully it'll be more. It'll be Mallorca, Menorca, and when we grow and go to different places, you know, just book an excursion with me. That's all I ask. I don't need... Discord is just live chat. Is it, Scotsman? Right, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to make a note. Look, got my pen. Discord. I shall look into it. I'll look into it because this is crap. I can't even see messages at the moment. Let's have a look. Discord is just a live chat room, is it? Scotsman, you're going to have to send me a message. Let me know what it is. Are you on it? If you're on it, I'm getting on it. You know us YouTubers copy each other, don't you, Kev? Wink, wink. Let's have a look. My son does Discord. It's for the youth. Big AD, I'm straight in with the youth. I'm down with the youth. Did you not know that? I'm on TikTok for crying out loud. Like I said, all I have to do is start talking like this, bro. You know, and then I'll get hundreds more views and get a little neck tat. Like a 96 here, look. Little neck tat. And I'll wear a Rolex and drive a Lambo and talk about getting bags of money and... I'll make a rap tune as well because that seems to go wild as well. It's just crazy what gets you famous these days or gets you known. You either have to be a lunatic, a gangster, or get your parts out. I nearly got my parts out on that bloody part 2 of the on part 1 of the Barcelo Fuerteventura mar, didn't I? When I cocked my leg up with my blooming dressing gown on. I had to watch that video about 10 times. I thought, you can't see anything, can you? I'd just go out the shower. Dave, can you tell us what happened at Lani's? Bugger off, Sean, I've already told you. Nothing. I went in there. The receptionist said I could go in and film the window. I went and put the camera at the window. I turned round. One of the managers came in, gave me a filthy look and said, no, you can't be here. Get out, get out, get out. And then I kicked off, threw my dummies out the pram, and then I mentioned it on the title of the video. How dare they kick me out? And then I got a phone call from one of the managers there saying, oh, you know, I think you've been a bit out of order. It was only a genuine mistake. Bollocks, was it a genuine mistake? But anyway, I cut it out. So there you go, Sean. That's what happened. That's what happened. Discord is a dinosaur. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm going to try it now just because you lot have been banging on about it. Dave Riley says hello. She is watching this live on her phone. Hello, Riley. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely holiday. What camera do you use to do your videos? See all them behind me? Use all of them. I'm a sad techie geek. Do you know what? I may be tight when it comes to like... See, this is me. You know I'm tight because I always say I hate spending money. But I hate spending money on things like food and drink because I just think it goes in here and out there and there's nothing of value to it. But this, I'll happily go into a shop and just put $2,000 on the counter and I'll be glad. I'll buy it. I've got all this gear behind me. So the main thing I use is this here. Let me just unplug it. So this is the main camera I use. Alan, you'll love this. You've got one of these, ain't you? So this bad boy, Kevin's got one as well, Scotsman, but he's only on the 2. Me and Alan, Homemade Vlogs, we're on the Pocket 3. And this was expensive. This was like $6.50, and I had it the day it come out. That's how keen I was. So this is what I use. Before, I used to do what Kevin does. So Kevin goes in. I'm going to show you everything. This will be a good little video, actually. So old Scotsman in Tenerife, and he won't mind me telling you, he's got one of these called a gimbal. It's not the latest one like mine. His is like a dinosaur. This is the thing. He does make me laugh because he comes out with all these things, and he does so many videos, and I'm there with all the good tech and stuff. Editing drives me mad, and he gets like 50,000 views. So this is what's called a gimbal. So this is the DJI gimbal. So if you want to do it off a phone, you do it off a phone. So this is what I used to use at the beginning. So I would walk into a hotel, imagine, like this. And the minute they see this, they're like, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's filming. Can I help you, sir? What do you want? And this is what Kevin walks around with. So when he does that, and Night Strider as well in Tenerife, he's got a gimbal like this. Neither of them have got the gimbal with the extended pole because I had to buy that. I've got another one here, but I had to buy that for the extended pole, which I've never used. But there you go. I might be tight, but I'll buy all the latest gadgets. So that's a gimbal. So that keeps everything sort of straight when you're filming. So if you do want to take up doing a little bit of YouTubing, start with that. Get yourself a DJI gimbal, and it's got like a little magnet on the back. Start doing it with your phone if you've got a decent phone. That's all you need for that. But then I was getting moaned at in hotels because I'd walk in with that big thing. So I bought a Pocket 2, which is just behind me. And now the Pocket 3's out. Look at that. So now, this is all I walk around with. That's how big it is, if you can get an idea. That's my hand. So it's in my hand there. That's how small it is. It looks like a vape. People think it's a vape. That's how small it is, look. So I walk in with that. It's got the screen on there, look. And this basically is a sort of gimbal that calibrates. So you can have it set on walking mode. So if you're walking, it'll keep that straight. So that's what I use to do like the walking. And then like if you want to do a shot like that, you just sort of just bring it up like that and it will give a thing. You can do all sorts with it, but I don't really look into it too much. And then that's the mic that goes with it, so it's like a cordless mic, and then that goes on there, and then you're rocking and rolling. You're completely sort of wireless. And then I went and bought the other mics as well, which is the DJI mics. And then I also bought this. I'm such a sad git. I also bought this, which actually coming quite useful when we went to Siam Park to go in the water. So that's what I do all the action shots with if I'm like going down the slides, and I've got one of them things that clicks on your head. And also I put that in the car window as well, and that'll film. And everything I buy is DJI. I've even got a bloody drone because of DJ DJ drones bloody came over and showed me his drone and said, go and buy one of them, they're really good. So that's what I've got. That's the arsenal behind me. I use bloody everything. I've got loads of stuff. I've got another little drone that follows you as well. Yes, Alan will do all the linking because I have no idea. Well, link everybody's channels, Alan. Alan's got a great one, so he goes out with that. You've got Scotsman, you've got Amiman. Amiman Travels. I don't know what you use, Amiman. But Amiman is on there. Let me link. Oh, I don't even know how to link that. Look. Oh, there you go. I can do it on the phone. There you go. I can pin you, Amiman. Amiman Travels does videos as well. Alan does videos. We're all videoers, aren't we? We're all videoers. Get some new Ray-Ban camera sunglasses. No way. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing Ray-Ban sunglasses. You'll see exactly what I'm looking at then, won't you? There's only one reason that I wear sunglasses. Well, one, because I can't see, but two, so I can look at people and I don't even know I'm looking at them. How many hours can your camera record for? Andy, quite a lot. And then with the Pocket 3, it comes with another attachment at the bottom, which is a battery, so you can clip a battery on, so you can get loads of hours on there. You film for ages. Who's giving me ideas, Mrs. Travelon? Oh, Ray-Ban glasses. It's like watching the Gadget Show. There you go. Do you remember that? The Gadget Show. I used to love watching that. And do you remember that other TV program that was on? I saw a clip of that the other day. The gaming one, where the guys would go out and do the computer gaming, and you had the old guy that would, hello, I'm here. I can't remember what that, Games Master, wasn't it? That was brilliant. Gadget Show and Games Master. There you go. There you go. So I think I pinned that, Amiman, and then Alan. There's Alan's one as well. See, I can pin. Why can't you moderate? I don't call you moderators on here. Spanners. Why can't the spanners pin on here? Weird. I don't know. You can put links on, can't you? But I wonder why you can't pin. And maybe it's a setting. Community moderation, live chat, participator, blocked AdWords. I'll have a look at that, see if there's a setting where I can get the spanners to pin. But I don't know how to do it. But yeah, we've definitely got some problems, haven't we? Oh, Tracy said she just downloaded the app. Well, Tracy, it's not that good at the moment. It does the job if you've booked an excursion. I don't know whether it'll put your ticket on if you've already booked an excursion. But if you do book an excursion, whatever email you use to register on the app, register it, use that on the excursion, and it'll link together and plop your ticket in there. But it should work. But then, as I said, in August, you should be able to get sort of discounts and stuff like that. Thank you very much, Billy. Do watch the channel rather than these lives. These lives just tend to be waffling about all sorts. I mean, we've been discussing drains earlier. Gadget Show is back on. It won't be the same, Big AD. It won't be the same, will it? Nothing's the same as what it was back in the day. I mean, look at films. Like we said, we had the Karate Kid back in our day. You're never going to beat that. Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Dirty Dancing. You know, the films were films. Now, absolute rubbish. In fact, we're watching the Planet of the Apes films. Not the really old ones, the proper ones. We're watching the Planet of the Apes because there's a new Planet of the Apes out, isn't it? And they're brilliant films. I forgot how good they were. So we're watching them at the moment. But there's nothing new out. Netflix is just dire. That's why I downgraded to the €5. Downgraded it. I said, I don't want it. Just give me the €5. I'll watch a couple of ads, thanks. Because you crap. You crap and you woke. And you're just pushing an agenda every 2 minutes. When are you going to do the live about retro, Dave? No, I should know when we had a look at the Argus catalogue. That was a bit of fun. What I'm going to try and do, if Danny Looker's still on, I'm going to speak to Danny Looker because he's a radio presenter and he plans his morning show and he does all the little bits and he's got like little bits. I'm going to try and speak to him and get him to teach me how to like do a proper like show. You know what I mean? And then this live in the studio will be like a proper show where we'll do little sections. I was going to do Idiot of the Week and screenshot some of the ridiculous comments that I get. Because as I've been doing these videos that have gone quite viral, it was the protest one that went quite viral. So it's not just pushing out now to people that just come to Lanzarote, and people that come to Lanzarote, they like the channel and there's no trolls because they're coming to Lanzarote and they find the information useful. So they're like, oh, you know, this guy's all right. But now it's been pushed out to others. I'm getting all sorts of weirdos making comments. I just play games with them, me. I have little conversations with them. I had one today that was on about something. He kept telling me to put sunscreen on or something. Oh, put sunscreen on. Weirder. So I think I'm definitely going to start screen saving some of these trolls, and we'll expose them live on a Thursday. We'll call it Clown of the Week. I'm going to get that up and running. I'm also going to do some more videos out and about. Big 80 says Netflix is rubbish. I agree. Retro show, I reckon we'll go into that. So I'll definitely make that. I'm going to make another list. Look, under Discord, I'm going to write the word retro. I'm going to start going out and about and filming you lot on holiday and asking you questions, because I think that's quite a good thing to do. That works on TikTok for sure. Sue Crisps has asked a question. I think the things are coming through now. Diane said that's a great idea. I love it. Did I hear right a minute ago? You've got a Travelon app now? Yes, Ian. Or Lane Campbell. Yes, I'll tell you about the app in a moment again. But yeah, we've got an app. Well, we've always had an app, but I've never really told anybody about it because it's don't work. Well, it works, but it doesn't do what it's meant to do. Is the Sunset Cruise catamaran bottomless drinks? Bottomless drinks. I like that word, Sue. Bottomless drinks or just welcome mojitos plus one other? I've read conflicting views as what it includes. Well, so officially, it's a welcome mojito, and then canopies and stuff. Unofficially, it's sort of like bottomless drinks, because the mojitos tend to last for the whole 2.5 hours. But I don't know. When we went on there, it was inclusive. I'm going to go back on there. Like I said, my mate's coming over, and that could be a good boat trip for us to do, saving the day. My mate's coming over. I might go on it again and get that information. But officially, you get a welcome cocktail, a welcome mojito. But to be honest, usually you get a lot more than that, and then you get your canopies. That's definitely got the better food. In fact, on the website, let me just have a look. I should know this off the top of my head, shouldn't I? Let me just get you on here. So let's have a look. What does it say on our website? Because our website's usually up to date, because if somebody's kicked off about that before, it gets changed rather rapidly, because they do change stuff. So what does it say on our website? So if you go to our website and boat trips, these are the two sunset cruises. You've got the Lanzarote sunset cruise with dolphins. That's certainly not all-inclusive drinks. That's on a speedboat. And that's the food on there is like a little bit of cake and a little bit of carver sort of thing. So, but that one's more fun to see the whales and dolphins because it's on a speedboat. The chill-out cruise on the catamaran is the best one, in my opinion. To relax on. Sunset, free-flowing beer, sangria and soft drinks. So we say free-flowing beer, sangria and soft drinks, and we've never had a complaint about it, Sue, to be honest, and a welcome mojito. So I think it's free-flowing. But drop me a private message and tomorrow I will ring up, because we've got it down as all-inclusive. And I'm going to be honest, Sue, if we had one complaint about that, it would have been investigated and changed if it was wrong information. In saying that, don't book it and then bloody go on it and say, Mr. Travelon, you go on it. See if you don't get it. If you don't get bottomless, I'll give you some money back. You can tell me and I'll change the website. No, I'll ring them tomorrow. I'm going to write that down as well. Sunset, all inclusive. I'm sure it is, Sue, to be honest. Last time I went on it, I'm sure it was. Dave, you, Alan and Tim love your gadgets. I do love my gadgets. I was surprised. Do you know what? I was surprised when I saw Alan with that, to be honest. I saw him on there. I thought he's using I saw his microphone with his fluffy bit. I said, he's using the bloody DJI Pocket 3. He is. I messaged him. It's like, are you using the 3? Because it had just come out that day. A couple of days. I was like, Alan's gone right up. Look. There it is. And it comes a little case, look. It is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. It's so small. You just flick that. It's on. Boom. And you're there. You're filming. And this is the equivalent. So now, for those people that if you wanted to be a film person or a videographer, they're called, isn't it? So if I went to a hotel and said, look, I will make you a really, really cool video with drones and all the real sort of moving things and things like that. And they said, yeah, and they charge thousands, don't they? So, right, it's 2,000, 3,000 euros. I'll do you an amazing video of the hotel. We'll do all the shots and stuff. Now, imagine turning up with that. They'd be like, who is this geezer we're charging 3,000 for? But you can get a better video with that than you could, or just as good, to be honest, but maybe not better. But you're just as good as turning up with like a massive thing like that. It's all nonsense. It's all absolutely nonsense. You could probably get just a good video using an iPhone, the latest iPhone, than you could using all that big stuff. But the reason they use that is because they're charging people, aren't they? So they're not going to turn up with that to a wedding, for example. If you booked a wedding photographer and he turned up with that, or turned up with this, with an iPhone on, you'd be like, we're paying that wedding videographer thousands, and look what he's using. Get the best footage with that. It's 4K as well. It's brilliant. Alan will tell you, it's brilliant. Where's your Insta360, Dav? I haven't got one of them, Alan. Have you got one of them? Drop me a message, tell me what it's like. If you've got one, I'm getting one tomorrow. I don't fancy that Insta360 because I don't see the point in it. I've never used one, though. I saw someone with a massive pole at the protest with one, and he just gets photos. I thought, what a waste of money. But yeah, there is a debate, isn't it, about the Insta360 and the latest one of this, because this is the Action 3. There is an Action 4. So the Insta360 like gets like a 360-degree view. So if I was walking down the street, it would film everything, like all the way around me. But I think you still have to edit it. I don't know, Alan. If you've got one, let me know. Let me know, and maybe I'll get one. I'll be out spending again tomorrow, won't I? Dave, there has been 4 adverts on your live chat. How? Is there meant to be adverts on live chat? I didn't think live chat had adverts, Trisha. I hate YouTube. I'm sorry, Trisha. I really do. I hate YouTube. It's horrible. Mario's on. Hello, Mario. How are you, mate? Likes the studio. Thank you very much. We were just discussing Larney's. Mario was the Australian guy that showed me around Larney's. We did a room view. We won't be back, Mario. We won't be back. Maybe if you come back. Maybe if you come back, we'll sweet talk them again. Let me see if these. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, I've got a message from Jack. I'm going to forward that to Mrs. Travelon. Jack sent me a voice message, Mrs. Travelon. I'm going to forward it to you so you can see what he wants. Because he's out. I can't find her now. What was I looking for on here? What was I looking for on here? I don't even know what I was looking for. I was looking for the chats, wasn't I? Let's have a look. If you go back out and in, it'll show the adverts. Ah, that might be it then. Yeah, that might be it. If you come out of it and then come back, there's an advert on. Are you doing a collaboration with Kevin the Scotsman in Tenerife soon? Not in Tenerife, but if he comes here, we always do a little meet-up. He mentioned you on one of his recent vlogs in Mallorca. He's a good man. He's old Kevin. He doesn't half help. I'll tell you what, out of all sort of YouTubers, Kevin has helped so many people. He really does, and he gives you a push and everything like that, and he's got so many more followers than me, I tell you. I don't know how many he's got. The old Scotsman, he's about 50, 60,000, hasn't he? But that's what he does full time. But he's always willing to help and always like gives you advice and stuff like that. I mean, his biggest advice to me is stop bloody editing videos and just get out there and start filming, which I should do, really. I should listen to him. I can't, though. I have to like the video. I like the videos to look really cool and professional and use all my geeky cameras. Alan will tell you what it's like. You have to, don't you, Alan? You have to use all your geeky cameras. What are the stupid love arts? Is this a YouTube thing? This is why I go live on TikTok, because I don't understand YouTube. Oh, look, Big Ady's got an ad blocker. Big Ady's a geek as well, look. He's got a techie ad blocker. Oh, look. So I'm having a look on here. Yeah, so we've definitely got some problems with commenting tonight, aren't we? And it's nearly 9 o'clock. I mean, you know I turn into a pumpkin after 9 o'clock, don't I? So I'm going to love you and leave you. What I promise you now, I say this every time, I'm definitely going to do more lives on YouTube. Do you know what? It's the thought of... It's like doing this on a Thursday night is like going to the gym. You know, when you sort of chilled out at about sort of 6:30 and you think, oh, I'm absolutely knackered. and you think, oh God, I've got to go on live at 7:30, and the thought of doing it, he's like, God, I'm really tired. I can't be bothered. To get up. But then when I'm here, I enjoy it. So it's like going to the gym. You have to get yourself there, and then once you're there, you're like, oh, this feels really good. So I am going to do more lives here, and I'm going to plan a little bit more. And I've got to get rid of this stupid software. There is another one that I can use. It's a payable service, so maybe Mr. Travelon will have to put his hand in his pocket and pay it, because this is a free service, but it's meant to be the best one. The one that I'm using at the moment is OBS, and although it's very technical, it's meant to be the best one, but it's clearly not very good, is it? Because I can't see the comments properly, although we have had some problems with the comments. Ah, there you go. I can grow that. Jack's all okay. There you go. Just downloaded the app. Oh my God, do you know, like, I haven't told you about the app, Lane. So on the app, all your excursions are there. Boom! It works. So the app is going to be to keep your excursions on for now, your tickets. It's always been there. I just haven't told people about it. And then in August, bars and restaurants will be able to go on there. So I need to get in touch with all the bars and restaurants. And all they need to do is contact me and say, right, we are Indian Aroma. We are situated here. This is a little bit of information about us. This is some pictures. And for all of your people that you send us with the Travelon app, we'll give you a 10% discount. Or, you know, Arabella's, for example, might say, right, anybody that comes in with the app will get a free glass of wine or a free glass of cava. Something like that. So it'll always be some kind of offer on there. And then the idea is you lot can save yourself some money. And the way that it works, and it's really interesting, the way that the mentality behind it is, if let's say you're a family of 4 and you go for breakfast and the bill's €30, it'd be more than that. Let's say you go for breakfast at €40 and there's a 10% discount. You've just saved yourself €4. I'm going to jot this down so I don't forget. Then you go for lunch. Let's say the bill is 50. That's if you're Mr. Travel Tight like me. It would nowhere near be 50. It'd be McDonald's. But let's say 50 and save yourself another €10. That's €5. Then you go for dinner. Let's say the bill's 80 and you save yourself 8. Okay, that's 5. That's 13, 14, 15, 16. That's €17 a day. Yeah. So you think you could save yourself €17 a day if you're on a 2-week holiday? That's 14 days. You save yourself €238. With that, you can buy yourself an excursion. Boom. And that's the idea behind it. It's clever, isn't it? So essentially getting a free excursion. That's going to be the idea behind it. With all the money that you save in the bars and restaurants will pay for your excursions. I'm clever, and Mr. Travelon's clever. Do you know what? I'm just about to go and all these things are coming in. All these, look, now the bloody... Now I can see comments. Let's have a look. StreamYard is good. Yeah, Alan, I've looked at StreamYard. I had StreamYard. I wasn't sure. There's another one called... StreamYard's meant to be good, isn't it? And then there's another one that's meant to be good as well. I'm going to look into both of them. Coming to Radisson Blu next week. Heard the swimming pools are really cold. Probably no. All the swimming pools are cold here. Get Mrs. Travelon on the live. It's great to see your banter. Maybe we should do it next week. What day is it next week? What date? 20th. What should we do? Yeah, my mate's not coming till the 22nd. Maybe I'll get her on next week, but she's going back to England soon as well. She's taking Alfie back to Coventry for a week, so I'm getting rid of her soon. Get your YouTube Premium, pay £16 for 6 months. What does YouTube Premium get? Oh, that clears the ads off, doesn't it? Thank you very much, Mario. I appreciate that. Well done to the spanners. Big thanks to Alan. Yeah, big thanks to all the spanners. Big idea. I'll install the Travelon app again, and as it wasn't the best app at the time, it's still not the best app yet. Big AD. Wait till August, mate. Wait till August. Download it when I give the nod. I'll give you the special nod. Stick with what you're doing, Dave. The quality is excellent. Thank you very much, Andy. Appreciate that. Rocky Earth guy, I went on the Travelon Grand Tour earlier this year. It was great. Thank you very much, Rocky Earth guy. Hope you enjoyed it. We noticed a lot more police presence in the week. Yeah, there's a good police presence here. Police look after you. Matt McQueen, we need a second half of the Barcelo tour. It's on, Matt. It's on. Matt, if you go... So if you don't watch the first one again. You don't have to sit all the way through it. Go to the first one. Fast forward to the end. When it comes to the end, it'll recommend the second one. Now, it's not open to the general public yet because I haven't made it public. but it's on there. You can watch it. People are watching it now. So that's what I might do with the second ones, because my worry was putting a full video of 58 minutes if people are going to watch it. But the way that I worked it out today is I can put it on, make this one live, so you can watch that, and those that want to watch the second bit, it will pop up straight away and say part 2 now, and then you can watch that. But then the next day or the day after, I'll make that one live, so it'll open up to everyone. So if you go onto that, Matt, watch part 1 again, skip to the end, you can see part 2. Easy. Sent to Coventry, yes she is. I'm getting rid of her soon. Oh, that's me. I'm getting rid of you, Mrs. Travelon, for a week. God, heaven. God, it'd be silent. The house would be silent. We're coming in a fortnight. Already booked 4 trips with Mr. Travelon. Fantastic, Matt. Love it. We'll download the app in August. Do that. You do that. Right. I am going because, like I said, Andrew's watching in the Mind Geyser. How is Mind Geyser? Hope you enjoy it there. One day, Mario, I'll get to Australia for sure. Let's see how this channel goes. Now, I'd love to just, I've said this before, I'd love to just get a camper van and just do one. That would be a good channel for me. Just do one in a camper van and just drive around. But I don't think the kids would want to do it. So I have to wait till they're old enough to bugger off, and then me and Mrs. Travelon will just go travelling around, I reckon. No worries. Right, I am going to go now because I'm shattered. I will try and plan a better sort of show for next week, and we'll do a proper little show, and we'll have some little bits, and we'll start building it up like that. And then if I'm away, if I'm ever away on a Thursday, then we'll have to make a plan, won't we? We'll just have to skip it, won't we? Maybe do another one. But anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for all the spanners, for all your hard work and messaging and answering questions and all that sort of stuff. And if you need anything, you know where to find me. You can message me on here. I always pick up the messages. TikTok's a good one to message as well. And yeah, have a great evening. I'll see you soon, and hopefully I'll get all this software sorted, and we will be rocking and rolling for the next one. And if I do show you the map,